Hello, hello! Welcome to another Speedrunner Arena SMRAT race. Alright, thanks for the mic check, Dream. So we have a bit of a odd hour of a race here between a system of vibrant colors versus Xerolayne, assuming I'm pronouncing those names right. Will be your commenter. I'm in Xerolayne. I will be your commentator. We have Reem Arcturus being tracker and Red Jensen being the restreamer. Oh, so vibrant colors pronouns. Is that Faye? Is that right? Fair? Oh, so Faye. Okay. I'm probably gonna slip on that one, so I do apologize in advance. So Faye, fair, okay. Them tends to be my default, but I'll try to, as best I can, try to make sure I use the written pronouns. So we have Faye, Fair, Fair, Fair's, Fair Self. Okay. I'll keep that as a separate tab just in case I need to reference that. Okay, and we're starting. Well, the intros tend to be pretty standard start for most runners here. So until we see some. So that it's Cave's story is the music. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So we have something a little bit different to listen to. So while we're wishing the best of luck to both of our runners here, since the beginning, the first few minutes tend to be a pretty standard strat for most runners, just in case we have any newcomers, this is a randomizer of Super Metroid. However, it has this, as we see, it always has the morphing ball, and it's the vanilla location. And the randomizer generally has a relatively simple logic, in the sense that it will only expect you to know basic techniques that are already taught within the game. Alright, and the first randomized item is a power bomb. So that does open up the Billy Mays location. According to Red, it is the Cave Story MSU. Okay, we see a missile up in the ceiling and a super missile off to the right. Looks like both runners are going to be checking up the Billy Mays. Well, the first missile in the Billy Mays room is a missile. Oh, ouch. Xerolayne unfortunately has a close encounter with some unpleasant spikes and takes a death. And we find that the second item found by Vibrant Colors is an energy tank, which probably would have been really handy in making the way out of the room. As this is still very early in the game, Xerolayne should hopefully still has a pretty good chance of making up. Unless this is like a jet seed. Jet seed to speak meaning a lot of items found in a lot of the standardized checks. Oh. And we have a super missile underneath old Mother Brain. And as Ring pointed out, Vibrant did not check construction zone. That's past the wall to the left of the vanilla qualification. We'll see if Xerolayne decides to check that spot and whether or not that was something that would Vibrant Colors might regret. That's also a possibility. It just occurred to me that they might be thinking or planning a reverse meme route of as they after they loop through the Brain Star areas, they'll go to and enter the Green Hill Zone. They'll enter in the construction zone from that direction. Okay, we do see Xerolayne is about to check the construction zone item, while Vibrant Colors is on their way fair way to Bomb Teresa. And it's just an energy tank. So that much early energy will be definitely be helpful, as some of the early zone chases can be pretty dangerous. And we see Vibrant Colors headed towards the ship. Looks like they're going to restock on the power bombs as they're completely out. Interesting. We see Xerolayne doing a rather safer strat for making up their way up the climb. Just jumping to each platform on the left side, rather than the more commonly seen wall jumps on the right. And as Xerolayne checks their 230 missiles, Vibrant Colors picks up a missile pack over in the Terminator room. Looks like they're looking to skip checking the back of Gauntlet as they make their way to Brimstone. Alright, Vibrant Colors. Ooh, so Vibrant Colors just sighted the bombs item on their way to the early supers item, as they skillfully performing a mock ball to get past the falling gates. Well, the reserve tank area has some more missiles, most valuable being the 2 super missiles. And we find an early spacer beam in the early super missile location. This doesn't open up any areas, but definitely makes getting past through some of the enemies a little bit easier, as it does increase your overall beam damage. And the Xerolayne checks the back of Gauntlet to find just a couple of missile packs. So definitely not something which is, I doubt either one of them would care to grab that. Is how much time Gauntlet takes. And we find our first reserve tank behind the super door in the Edikun's lair area. And now, right in front of that super door was just a super missile pack. Vibrant Colors quickly getting through the spiky area of Edikun's with some damage boost. That is using the knockback for getting hit for a small boost in speed. Alright, we so far, but otherwise we found just more ammo. So far in the Edikun's and so far. Although those bombs does give us the infinite bomb jump, which opens up some other possibilities for some logical checks that the randomizer will expect the runners to potentially do. Whether or not they actually have to do it remains to be seen. Alright, vibrant colors in the Mission Impossible room. I want to be careful with these side hoppers as they hit really hard. And it's just a power bomb pack. So a total number of 20, that should be pretty plentiful for leading the game. And as Reem points out, with the infinite bomb jump, that does put the criteria power bombs and create into logic. Whether or not the randomizer... Oh! Vibrant colors find space jump at the charge beam location. So at that point, that makes little reason to use infinite bomb jump, and space jump is a lot easier to use, and also helps us gain access to lower warfare, without having to use any more dangerous or advanced techniques. As well as giving us access to the red ship. Alright, so while vibrant colors makes the rest of the pink Brinstar checks, Xerolayne is starting to catch up as they just enter pink Brinstar themselves. Although you're going to have to be pretty careful here for Xerolayne, as they're on low health and they're about to enter into the Mission Impossible room. Looks like they're electing to skip Mission Impossible room. To be honest, I cannot fault this decision, as the side hoppers in the Mission Impossible room can one-shot him. So I can definitely understand this sense of caution. Left sandpit. I would think it's well. Note that the space jump also is what is one of the components needed to put a lower warfare into logic, and it also puts Billy Mays into logic. Well, it looks like Green was right on the money as vibrant colors now headed towards construction zone. And it was just a missile. I did not see what that was when Xerolayne picked it up. So vibrant colors net should be probably wants to be pretty careful now, as they're low on health. Thankfully, they seem to made it through the construction zone rather safely. Okay, so Vibrant Colors is about to leave Green Hills area and is entering the Red Tower. This is typically where we see our major source of divergence, and we see that Vibrant Colors has elected to go up Red Tower, as we typically have a major choice of either going up Red Tower and checking Alpha and Beta power bombs, and potentially other locations such as Gauntlet, Kotea power bombs, or heading down Red Tower and usually checking high jump boots location or crate. Although it's the space jump, they could also check X-ray location. Ooh, Vibrant Colors is really low on health there as they check out the power bombs. Oh, are they doing Looks like they're trying to... Oh, okay. It looked like they were trying to do a... a crystal flash, but they were just trying to... They were just killing the enemies out of the way, and they unfortunately found an E-tank to restore their health. And a super missile as the second item in the Alpha Power Bombs location. And now we do have our major route diversions. As Xerolayne is headed down Red Tower, and is going to check X-ray with that space jump. Admittedly, he could decide to go up or down Red Tower instead. Oh wait. Okay, it looks like Xerolayne backs out of checking X-ray and is headed toward. It looks like he's got. Is getting an energy refill, and is for now is electing to skip X-ray now until he gets more energy. It makes sense because I think it makes. Oh, and Xerolayne finds the first suit of gravity at the Spacer Beam location. So Vibrant Colors is saving up the ship, while Xerolayne is headed towards either Craig or Jump Boots location. Okay, Xerolayne is headed towards Craig, while Vibrant Colors appears to be headed towards the Criteria Power Bombs location. Yeah, Criteria Power Bombs just had Power Bombs, so pretty vanilla there. And it looks like Vibrant Colors is headed for a dangerous front gauntlet check. Now, Vibrant Colors did not check the back of Gauntlet, so they did not know that the back of Gauntlet only has 2 missile packs. And the front of Gauntlet only has a super missile. So this Gauntlet check is probably not really going to pay out for Vibrant Colors, unfortunately. Meanwhile, we see Xerolayne taking down a Craig after getting him to stand up. And the Craig was just guarding a missile pack. Curiously, Reem, is it because of you think the logic you would go Meridia over because of you think that's where the logic would go, or you feel that it's because Meridia has a lot more checks you can do? So you think you believe that it's the logic? Okay, so we see Vibrant Colors. Looks like they're headed towards the red ship. Alright, Xerolayne looks like it's going to be headed towards the high jump boots location. I think it makes sense. Since the bombs and space jump are both can be used to get around in Meridia. On a personal, and then unless now why I haven't been tracking track, but depending on how many E tanks and reserve tanks are in Logic, but that could also point to a wreck ship flight for a Fantoon fight. Based on at this point, I'm pretty sure Fantoon is Logic with the space jump and the number of E-tanks we found so far, and the gravity suit. Now, Vibrant Colors is going to face Fantoon, assuming fair go that. Yeah, they are going towards Fantoon. Grav suit does need a certain amount of energy as well. So that's something I mean, most of the time you will have enough energy when you find gravity, but it's something that needs to. I feel like it's something to keep something that we should keep in mind. That is a good point. Since gravity is, as I recall, gravity can get you across the map and then ocean. Alright, we see Vibrant Colors facing off against Fantoon. With no suit, this is a really pretty dangerous fight. It looks like Xerolayne is actually headed towards the top of Red Tower. Hey, Xerolayne has entered the top of Red Tower, and looks like they're gonna. I presume they're gonna check the Alpha and Beta power bombs locations. I imagine Xerolayne's gonna appreciate that extra energy tank in the Alpha power bombs location. Ooh, looks like Vibrant Colors is struggling a bit there with Fantoon, but is able to get a Doppler finish on Fantoon. I did not catch if they did or not, unfortunately, if they check Momentary or not. I believe that's our second reserve tank we found so far by Vibrant Colors over in the right side Red Ship Supers, I believe it's referred to. Oh, Vibrant Colors finds Varia at the Red Ship Super Missile. Yeah, unfortunately, this Terra Power Bomb check for Xerolayne is just probably just gonna be a waste of time. At this point, due to unless the top of Rex ship had something of value, because I believe Vibrant Colors skipped that after getting Varia. I feel that Vibrant Colors has a nominal lead, just because they're in better position. Since now they can just go straight down to, since they can go defeat Craig, go down, take care of Lord Norfair, and then take care of Dragon on their way out to Torium. Whereas Xerolayne still needs to take care of Fantu, and unfortunately is having to do checks like the front of Gauntlet that because they don't know it's just a super missile pack. Oh, and we see Vibrant Colors checking X-Ray. Now, with Varia, this is not quite as dangerous as it was for when Xerolayne was considering it. On the other hand, their energy state is probably not the best for it. Alright, and it's just a missile pack. Alright, Xerolayne has solved the super missile pack at the front of the gauntlet, and has reset it. So at this point, I predict they're going to head for Breck's ship and face off against Fantu and then grab their Varia suit. The question is whether or not Xerolayne will check the top of Breck's ship or not. Because once they have Varia, once both runners have both suits, the only real item they're missing. Actually, they're in nominal go. Other than ammo, I believe both runners will be in nominal go mode, assuming they can do the Crystal Flash Clip. If they cannot do the Crystal Flash Clip, then they'll have to look for Ice or Speed in order to gain access to Dragon. Alright, Vibrant Colors just picked up their gravity suit. I have yet to see anything of value at Gold Teresa yet. I think it would be truly trolling if it was. If there was something of value there. Well, it looks like we might have two bosses on screen in a short bit. And Xerolayne is on their way to Fantu, picking up a super missile and spooky missiles along their way, while Vibrant Colors is on their way to face off against Crit and picking up their own pack of super missiles at the Power Bomb location before Crit. Alright, we now have double bosses on screen. Xerolayne against Fantu, Vibrant Colors against Kraid. Oh, and Vibrant Colors performs a nice quick kill. Okay, that victory music, I think from Vibrant Colors was well timed. Alright, so Vibrant Colors is making their way out of Craig's lair. And Xerolayne is still facing us against Fantu. Unfortunately, he's a lot more time consuming with his disappearing act. Alright, Xerolayne has finished off Band 2. At this point, I imagine Vibrant Colors is definitely going to head towards Lower Norfair. The question is, I mentioned if they're probably only going to do quick and easy checks if they're comfortable with just the crystal flash clip. Otherwise, I expect a lot more checks from them if they feel they can't do a crystal flash clip. Well, they are checking out. Vibrant Colors is checking high jump boots location. Not sure if this is just because of the item density, or this means they don't feel they can do a crystal flush clip. And Xerolayne finds their Barrier suit. That's a valid point. Reem, Vibrant Colors, just. I believe we're talking about Vibrant Colors red. So I think it's fair, actually. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, Spring Ball! Spring Ball in the Cathedral! What? Oh, I see. Okay, that was... Okay, that's my slip-up then, Red. My apologies. Okay, we see Vibrant Colors doing... is in Double Month and checking the Norfair Reserve Tank locations. As this is 3 item checks, I imagine that they're probably thinking that's a little bit of in between. They're probably finding some more time. I didn't pick up ammo, so they're probably still looking for either movement items or charge. Okay, so Vibrant Colors is headed towards Speed Booster, so I suspect that Vibrant Colors doesn't feel comfortable with the Ice Crystal Flash Flip to get their Dragon, so they're looking for like Speed or Ice, and then hoping maybe to find like feel that I have enough ammo and maybe hoping they find a beam or charge. Meanwhile, Xerolayne is up in the attic of the wrecked ship and checking the far right item up there. Xerolayne spots the X-ray scope and decides to nope out on it, though. At this point, I feel like there should be like a points prediction: ice or speed. Okay, so Vibrant Colors is on their way to check the weight beam location, while Xerolayne is on their way to check a bowling alley. Alright, Vibrant Colors is picking up all the energy tanks they spot. That puts them at 7 E-tanks and a reserve at the bare minimal. Probably want the extra safety. Alright, Vibrant Colors headed towards Lower Norfair, while Xerolayne finds Charge Beam. So that definitely pays off in its own way for Xerolayne. Whether or not it makes enough of a difference, I'm not so sure about that. So Xerolayne finds Charge Beam, which is a pretty big find. Although I'm not sure, I'm skeptical it's going to be big enough to really change the nominal positions of who's ahead in this race. But it does mean Xerolayne will have to worry a lot less about ammo, as they have 30 missiles, and 60 supers. And while Phaser's not the strongest or most useful beam, it definitely is It is a fairly damaging beam on its own, as I recall. Meanwhile, we see that Vibrant Colors has successfully done a green glitch into the Screw Attack room and grabs another E-tank. And we're going to see a Gold Chorizo fight. That's not something we see very often. There's another E-tank and reserve tank in the Gold Chorizo area location. Ooh, and he likes to restart. They must have saved at the Lower Norfair entrance when I wasn't looking. Alright, now we see Xerolayne reach the bottom of the Red Tower and is on their way to presumably Lower Norfair to face off against Ridley. Again, as I mentioned, speculating for Vibrant Colors, there's a big question on whether or not they can do the Crystal Flash Clip, or if they need to find more items to gain access to Dragon. That being either Ice Beam for a Ice Clip or Speed Booster. And at 4 E-tanks, I would not be surprised if they want to grab a few more E-tanks for safety. Alright, so Xerolayne has entered the Cathedral while Vibrant Colors works on getting past the worst room in the game. Although with that space jump, it's not going to be all that bad for them. Vibrant Colors, they elected to check the mouse room, and it's just a super missile pack they like to skip out on. Okay, Xerolayne is checking the Norfair reserve tank location, which I recall was just ammo in an energy tank. Oh wait, it was just ammo. Which they don't really need. Was that charge beam. Meanwhile, vibrant colors successfully made their way past carefully in the amphitheater after carefully making their way past the space pirates. Colors checking the power bombs of Shane location and finds plasma beam. So that's going to be a big boost in firepower for vibrant colors against conventional enemies. I wonder. Yeah, it would definitely zero a lot more since it has the charge beam. Though I wonder if assuming they do, if he does grab the plasma beam, if he will regret not picking up X-ray. Since that with that he will be able to quick a microwave. X-ray was at the wrecked ship attic missile. Alright, we have vibrant colors facing off against Ridley. And then X-ray would also microwave beam will also help against some of the more dangerous pirates and key hunters in Lower Norfair. Alright, looks like Xerolayne's now headed towards Lower Norfair themselves, taking a slightly different route to it. Unfortunately, doing a lot of the same checks that Vibrant Colors also did, they're still in the far behind Vibrant Colors, who just finished off Ridley. And Vibrant Colors finds the high jump boots behind Ridley. Not super important, but definitely a nice item for comfort. Xerolayne making the save at the Lower Norfair entrance. I wonder if they're going to do as Vibrant Colors did and do a go to resale check. At this point, I feel Vibrant Colors is has a large nominal. Okay, so Xerolayne is doing the same gold chorizo check as Vibrant Colors, which just kind of keeps them in a somewhat distant behind Vibrant Colors. But it's kind of I cannot say we still cannot say with certainty that this is Vibrant Colors' race to win, as there's still the major question of how they will gain access to Dragon. If Vibrant Colors can do a Crystal Flash Clip or find speed or ice on their way to it, then it will be at their current race. It's definitely their race to win. But they have this in the bag. But if they struggle with it and Xerolayne finds Ice or Speed first, or King Crystal Flash Clip, that can definitely put them back into the lead. Alright, Vibrant Colors finds another reserve tank over in the Fireflies. And finds a grappling hook in front of the spring ball maze? I'm not sure. Looks like looks like they changed. We're almost past decided to skip on it. But Vibrant Colors did like to pick up grapple beam, which is going to be useful against Dragon for a quick grapple kill. Alright, Vibrant Colors is leaving Lower Norfair. The big question now is, are they going to attempt a Crystal Flash Clip or trying to find Ice Beam or Speed Booster to gain access to Dragon? And depending on how that goes, that could give Xerolayne a chance to grab the lead position in this race. Yes, they did. And looks like Xerolayne's stream has froze. Looks like they're coming out. Okay, they're coming out of the mouse room. Okay, looks like... Okay, so I think we can definitely say that Vibrant Colors does not feel comfortable with the Crystal Flash Clip as they're headed towards Croc. Well, Betty... Or... Looks like they're going to take a safety save before they take that gamble. Well, are they... Oh, they're going for the Croc escape item. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that's unconventional. So Vibrant Colors took a save at the Croc save room, but instead of going checking Croc, or as Rain pointed out, they didn't check Ice, and I presume now they're headed for Maria. Did anyone see if Xerolayne took a safety save before Ridley? Okay, that makes sense, Tommy Lee. That rather than Cathedral again, they decided to go through the Croc escape to get out of Norfair. Alright, Xerolayne picks up their Plasma Beam. That would be a pretty clever Band of Legends. Band with Legends, excuse me. That if they can't find Speed or Ice in Meridian, they can just reset to reset back to Norfair and go fight the Croc. Although, is Croc even... X-Ray was just a missile pack. Although, is Croc even in Logic? As I recall, doesn't the Croc need a Speed Booster or Wave Beam? So unless we find... So, I mean, it's possible that we, like, find Wave Beam, and then the Croc is in Logic. Alternately, if the Seed wants to be... Ultimately, that grapple beam that Vibrant Colors picked up is what's needed to, and then go to Shack Jeweler to find one of the two items. Is also possible. Alright, so Xerolayne farming up for Ridley. Vibrant Colors checking watering hole and just finding ammo. Alright. Alright, we have Xerolayne facing off against Ridley. As Vibrant Colors heads to Aqueducts. Well, it looks like Xerolayne has... Yep, they have finished off Ridley. So, I mentioned they'll be picking up their high jump boots. While Vibrant Colors does a Meridia save, so I imagine, so it looks like they're going to be, excuse me, fair. I need to ask. I'm talking about Vibrant Colors doing a save. Checking the sandpits. Did I get messed up my pronouns again? Gosh darn it, I need to work on that. So left sandpit only had 2 missile packs. Sorry, Reem. No wave beam, no speed booster. So at this point, for Vibrant Colors, I mentioned looking at the right sandpit. They don't find anything. They're off the strap tool. Meanwhile, Xerolayne is making their escape from Lower Norfair. Hopefully, they don't run into too much trouble from the Key Hunters. Even though it looks like they really want to make his life really difficult. And we see Vibrant Colors is headed towards Strap Tool as they have that grappling beam prepped, and they're at that door. This should be a fair door. SMRAT stands for Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible Tournament. See Vibrant Colors impatiently waiting on Track Tool. Probably thinking, go faster! Go faster! Alright, let's see what Track Tool has dug up for us. And it's Speed Booster! And Xerolayne also hesitates on picking up Grapple Beam. But they did pick it up. Alright, so Xerolayne has his Grapple Beam. Hopefully, he will either check Track Tool relatively quickly, or he might feel confident in trying a Crystal Flash Clip. Unfortunately, for him, Vibrant Colors, having Speed Booster, is now in Gold Mode. And unfortunately, Xerolayne's stream has seemed to have frozen. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got Xerolayne's stream back. That's a bit stuttery, but we have it back, and we can see him leaving Lower Norfair for Upper Norfair. Meanwhile, Vibrant Colors has re-entered Meridian and is making their way back towards to the aqueducts. And then they're going to face against Bontuan and Dragon. Okay, so 5 colors did. Considering how hard that item is to avoid, they might have picked up those supers on accident stream. But then again, more supers don't always hurt. Especially since they can't do a zap skip, as you point out. Xerolayne checking Mama Turtle. Unfortunately, this is just going to keep them behind as they are. That's true. I mean, they could pull off a speed skip, but that's extremely difficult the technique to pull off, is my understanding. I would believe it depends on what kind of rubbers they are, Icarus. Since Crystal Flash Clip is more of a randomizer technique, rather than a speedrun technique, whereas the stutter steps that's needed for a speed step skip, I believe does have some use in some speedrun categories. Favorite colors making use of that grapple beam to do a quick kill on Dragon. They're not going to check on Dragon's item as they're prepared to get a nope out of the room as soon as it unlocks. Xerolayne checking the left hand pit. Unfortunately, they're going to be just as disappointed as Vibrant. Excuse me. He will be just as disappointed as Vibrant Colors was. As we see him do a reset on seeing the 2 missile packs in left hand pit. that would have been painful for either runner if they elected to skip the grapple beam. Because since if they did skip the grapple beam, they probably would have checked a lot of other places. Then they had to go all the way back through Lower North Fair just to pick up that grapple beam. Alright, Xerolayne is waiting on Shock 2. They'll dig up their speed booster while Vibrant Colors makes their fairway. Let's get where to the ship to restock and save. And then Vibrant Colors will be off to Turin. Xerolayne picks up their speed booster, his speed booster. If you ask me, I imagine Xerolayne feels really behind. Especially since he went down Red Tower, found gravity, but he had to go back up to find Varia and face off against Fantune. So Xerolayne's probably thinking that if Vibrant Colors went down Red Tower, just like Xerolayne, then he's probably neck and neck. But if Vibrant Colors went up Red Tower, as we know Faye did, then Xerolayne's definitely going to feel behind. Yeah. It was one of those unfortunate cases of it was the correct logical path, but not the best path for speed. The Vibrant Colors blowing up all the Metroids with the power bombs. While Xerolayne prepares to make use of that speed booster to face off against Hawk 1. I don't think that would make much difference if Zero had full cleared non-speed lock Meridia, because that's what they both end up doing. Oh wait, the band has a good point. He would not have grapple beam yet. Wait, did Vibrant Colors forgot to get health? Oh, I see what they're doing. They're wanting to use their missiles to, and then go back to Reef. Still, but watch out for the Rinkas. Xerolayne has entered Dragon's lair. As they also have the grapple beam, I expect he will do a quick grapple kill on Dragon. Alright, Fiber Colors did a refill on energy and missiles. And now they're going to enter the Motor Brains room. Depending on the math, which I'm not certain, they might have to go back for another refill after clearing out the zip sites. Meanwhile, Xerolayne has already cooked himself some fried shrimp and is now making his way out of Meridia as fast as he can make his way out. You know, I was thinking the exact same thing, Ben was on Legends, that Ice is at Dragon. I suppose we'll have to just find out when we finally see the credits. Of course, it's also possible that Ice Beam is that Ice Beam. Alright, Ivory Colors facing off against Motor Brain Stage 2. Oh, be careful not to miss too many super missiles. Faye will have to be careful not to miss too many super missiles in order to not get soft locked. Xerolayne has entered Upper Red Tower. Now taking the elevator to Criteria. So I would presume he will also take a stop at the ship to do a save and refill before heading on to Torium. Wow, Vibrant Color has just been saved by the baby. Charge was in Rick's ship, underneath the bowling alley, I believe it's. I didn't see Zero getting iced. I thought, yeah, Xerolayne apparently is a ninja. It's possible, but apparently Xerolayne does have indeed have Ice Beam. Yeah, I can only presume that, as Tommy Lee said, that Xerolayne picked up Ice Beam when his stream lagged. unfortunately, it won't really be enough for Xerolayne to retake the lead, but it'll make Torian a little bit quicker and easier for him, as Vibrant Colors have already been working on their escape. Oof. Vibrant Colors tries a behemoth spine shark up the climb but bonks. So they're having to do a wall. So Vibrant Colors has to do a wall jump off the right their way up the climb. And Vibrant Colors has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 27 seconds. Now, Xerolayne is not that far. It is now at the I door in Torian. So I expect just like maybe 3 or 4 minutes behind. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes. All right, Xerolayne, after a quick room reset, is able to get the ice on the zip skip. And the low system of colors, congratulations on your victory.
Hello, hello. Well, I think Xerolayne doesn't know Christopher's clip because otherwise I would not have won this.
The main
Okay.
thing that well, how's your feeling on this seed so far?
I like when Shaktul has something when I check it. So it is super nice.
You actually like it that
Yeah.
Shacktail has something.
Yeah, Shaktul having something is actually great. I love Shaktul.
I find it interesting because most people feel having an item at Shacktail to be a
If I
troll.
am at the point where we started checking Shaktul, I want Shaktul to have something. If possible, something stupid, like not something big like Varya, something like Speed is just perfect. Like Combo Rando, like SMRAT, for example. But
Mm-hmm.
here, the seed, I like it a lot. Although, well, in SMRAT it's scary because a lot of people know Crystal Flash Clip.
Mm-hmm.
So, that could have been bad.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering for a longest while if either you or Zerlane could do a Crystal Flash clip, but as we saw, both of you were doing a lot of chase. It came obviously we were looking for like Ice Beam or the Speed Booster. Now,
Ice Beam was a dragon, obviously.
mm-hmm.
Of course. That's what I wanted to check in the credits. So, Shaktur was actually required, unless you know Crystal Flash Clip. Great. Are there any plays that I did or something that seemed interesting, or any question from chat? I don't see chat right now. Maybe I should open it.
Oh, Ice Beam was at Missile Dragon. Okay, so that's where
Yeah, precious missile.
Zerlane picked it up because Zerlane's stream seemed to be kind of comes in and out, and so we didn't actually catch him picking up the Ice Beam.
Oh, that's interesting.
But actually, what kind of put you in the lead was actually that you went wreck ship first,
Yeah,
and you were able to pull off a suitless Fantoon boss fight. As Zerlane went down Rig Tower. So that puts you in a bit of a better position to complete the race in a faster time.
yeah. It was it was not such a weird steal. Like I found Vaya there. It was just like, well, I know what gravity is now.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose that if Xerolayne happened to get gravity first, that would be a problem because with that location, it opens everything. So I actually got very lucky with that play just to get Fentune to a Vaya that was down there. That actually was a lot of luck.
Of
So
course.
I just took a gauntlet and then I was there like, yeah, but the stuff in front of Fentune is in logic. And then while I'm here, might as well do it. So
Oh, that reminds me. Another thing that helped put you in a bit of a lead was that you actually skipped the top of wrecked ship.
yeah.
So not only was your passing was a little bit more optimal, uh, you also were able to get away with checking on top of wrecked ship. As I recall, the only thing of value that Xerolayne found up there was charge beam,
Yeah.
and depending on your point of view, X-ray for microwave.
By skipping the top of rocket ship at that point, I skipped 6 items, which compared to the entirety of Northern Meridia is really not a lot. So knowing that with Vaya there, Vaya could not be as a way to put Fentune in logic, it had to be gravity. Then I knew that the top of rocket ship, at best, a speed booster, which started to be scary at the point I was in Meridia and did not find anything. At that point, I was there like, I don't have wave beam, so it's not a croc. I don't have speed. I want speed. Where can it be?
We actually thought you were about to do Croc after you did Ridley, because you did went all the way to the Croc entrance and took the save there.
Yeah, I was expecting to find probably wave beam in the front of my area. In that case, I would have reset to go check Croc because wave beam would have put it in logic. It was sort of a gamble, I guess, not a very costly one.
I didn't quite everything you put down, but it definitely does sound like you did quite skillfully use the knowledge of the logic to your advantage here for your win. So definitely congratulations for that.
Well, SMRAT is very much all about logic because there's a bunch of things that are gonna be behind this or this or this or this. So you can deduce your way out and be there like, well.
All right.
And then the thing of Roswell was all the way down in Lower Northfair and logically required for Shacktor. That actually was kind of mean from the logic.
Alright, so now we're joined by Xerolayne, who just finished with a time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 32 seconds. How are you feeling?
It was an interesting seed.
Yeah, we saw that you were pretty thorough on your checks. Unfortunately, Shacktool Speed Booster was all the way in behind Shacktool. Although Vibrant Colors actually enjoys that.
Yeah, and it feels like full circle because I think the first or second race I did this year, that was where speed was. So yeah, it started off so nice with both of the suits being kind of really accessible and space jump, and I'm like, okay, I could go down to Lower Norfair, I could just get out of wrecked ship and just finish the game right now. And then I realized I need ice or speed, and as soon as I said that in my mind, I went, it's going to be nowhere to be found, or it's going to be one of the places I skipped. I just know it. And it wasn't until that moment in Lower Norfair where I saw Grapple Beam and picked it up, and I went, well, I know exactly how this is going to go.
Yeah, we saw both of you runners look at that Grapple Beam and look like you're about to skip and hesitate, and then you both picked it up. So we're like, oof. It's just like imagining if one of you skipped that Grapple Beam. That would have been...
It's as much like, oh hey, grapple, I don't need this anymore. Wait, I do need this for one item. That's...
Yep, just need it for the one check, pretty much. And I sort of resigned myself to be like, I've skipped X-Ray, and I didn't go back for Billy Mays after I accidentally died at the beginning of the seed. And I went, well, I'm going to do all the Meridia checks. And if it's not anywhere around, I guess I'm going to bore everybody with my Crystal Flash clip attempts. Because I've done it once before, but it was probably going to take a lot of tries.
Yeah, the same. Done it once before. Probably gonna take 15 or 30 minutes.
Yep,
Yeah,
that would not have been the most entertaining thing.
Xerolayne died like 3 minutes in at Billy Mays. It didn't really make a huge difference on the run. I think ultimately I feel like the big difference was the choice of going up and versus down Red Tower, and then the fact that Vibrant Colors here skipped the top of Wreck Ship.
Honestly, dying 3 minutes in, well, 6 minutes apart, that's already half the difference.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of significant still, yeah.
That's true, but in the grand scheme of things, I started to realize like a lot of things were kind of going wrong for me. I don't know, just an off day, something up, but like a lot of morphs and jumps that are usually second nature. I was just biffing a lot of things really bad. Like it smoothed out a little bit towards the end there, but this run was full of like little mistakes on my part too. So I'm like, I lost a lot of time just missing little things.
I can relate to that. I remember one of my previous races where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go up Billy Mays, and I can't seem to wall jump today. And it's like, and then eventually I just got so frustrated. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna skip it. Just go.
Try not to let myself get frustrated by it, but it always kind of gets under your skin. And then even when I was trying to let myself relax, I was still kind of making little mistakes. So I don't know. It's just no run's going to be perfect, and not every run's going to be as good as the next one, kind of thing. And just it was still a funny seed and still a good matchup. So no regrets here, that's for sure.
Well, I'm happy that the seed managed to go down a Shactor and that there was not a CF clip to just break it. Just happy about that.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, like as I told Vibrant Colors, I was really wondering if one of you knew how the Crystal Flash clip. I know J Chalk has a good tutorial on doing it, but once we saw you both start doing a lot of checks in Lord Norford, it became apparent that you're like, oh no, these are you're looking for ice or a speed booster. Speaking of ice, Zero, your stream kept coming in and out, and you actually pick up ice without us knowing it. So you were kind of like a ninja in that regard.
It was in Precious, so it's just going to be one of the spots where, like, if my stream went out for like half a second, you were going to miss it because it was just go across the room and then back again real quick. And it was pretty much an intuition of, okay, speed was down here at Shack Tool. I bet ice is locked somewhere just behind Botchwound because that would just be like rubbing it in a little bit. And then sure enough, I was like, I'm just going to go check in Precious.
I just remember me and the tracker, Reem, were like, hey, wait, Zero has ice beam? And we're like, I didn't see him good. Pick it up. And then it's like, and we see you open up the door. I was like, oh, I guess he has it. And then he picked up the ninja.
Hacks.
Wow. Any final comments or words from either of you?
Just GG's to Vibrant Colors, and also big ups to Red and everybody behind the scenes, because I mixed up my scheduling day, so I almost created a catastrophe, but everybody behind the scenes really pulled it together to get this done at sort of an odd time too, so extra thanks to everybody who makes this tournament happen and function. Big round of applause.
Anything?
For me, having a race in the morning, like I wake up, I eat something, I have a race, I just love this, it's perfect, but of course, given it is a test time, usually it's not really doable. So it was nice, thanks for scheduling at such a time. And of course, thanks for the streamers to adapt to such a time as well. For the streamers, I mean, the entire crew on Speedrunners Arena. Just a fun seed. And GG, of course.
Well, GG to both of our runners here. Definitely consider giving both of them check a follow and check them out over here on Twitch. You can find their links in the chat here. Again, I've been your commenter, Xerolayne, and Tracker's been done by Remock Tours. Was your Redemption has been your restreamer. And until then, I'll see you all next time.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.